Speed Duel is a fast-paced alternative format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Using regular cards and throwing in skills to shake things up, making some unused cards more viable, allowing more anime strategies to come to life. Join us as we progress through each Speed Duel product release and draft each skill available at that time before battling it out in Speed Duel Skill Draft. The GX Midterm Paradox box was released October 6th, 2022 and contains 4 pre-built 20-card decks along with 11 additional cards for further customization. The Roids Are Alright lets you fusion summon any Roid monsters using Vehicle Connection Zone, normal summon and set level 6 or lower Roid monsters without tributing, and boosts non-Roid fusion monsters by 100 times their own level when they attack. Power Bond lets you discard 1 card to fusion summon 1 machine fusion monster using monsters from hand or field as material. That monster gains attack equal to its original attack until the end of the turn, but cannot attack directly this turn, and during the end phase, burns you for the amount of attack gained. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is the Roids Are Alright. So the Roids Are Alright is an interesting skill. So just flip it over at the start of the game. Vehicle Connection Zone can be used to fusion summon any Roid monster from your extra deck. All Roid monsters whose original level is 6 or lower can be normal summon / set without tributing. If a non-fusion Roid machine monster you control whose original level is 6 or lower attacks an opponent's monster, it gains attack equal to its own level times 100 during the damage step only. If you control a non-machine monster, flip this card over. So there's a lot going on with this skill. Basically, we can summon out our UFO Roids without tributing, so that's pretty cool. That also means that when our monsters, basically any monster in our deck attacks, it will gain attack equal to its level times 100. So Steamroid will gain an extra 400 on top of the 500 it gains, so it's attacking for 26. Drillroid will gain 400 to attacks for 2000. There's a lot that's useful there because it means that we can play this kind of very beatdown centric strategy. The other interesting thing is we can use our Vehicle Connection Zone to fuse non-Vehicle monsters. So we have Vehicle in Super Vehicle Stealth Union and Super Vehicle Jumbo Drill, but using this we can also fuse out Ambulance Rescue Roid and Elemental Hero Necroid Shaman. Necroid Shaman is a funny one because it just has Roid in its name, which means we can legally summon it, which is funny. We're not going to do that probably, but we can. So if we go for the card by card, we have Jinzo, fantastic boss monster, turns off traps. We're not playing any traps, that's great for us. UFO Roid, again, if this card was level 4, which basically it is in our deck, it's a fantastic card. It's Machine Recruiter, really good. We can float into anything, float into more copies of itself, it's great. Steamroid, again, 2700 attack, fantastic, and we need it to get into our Super Vehicle Jumbo Drill. Drillroid, again, attacks for 2000, instantly destroys defense monsters, combos really well with Book of Moon because we can flip monsters into defense and then attack over them. Really, really good, and again, part of Jumbo Drill. Submarine Roid, this is in here exclusively because it is part of Jumbo Drill, but that 800 damage can be relevant in the right situation, so you might go for that. Express Roid, this is in here basically if we are close to getting out our fusion, because we can use Vehicle Connection Zone together with Express Roid to get the other fusion pieces back into our hand, and then use that to fusion summon out Jumbo Drillroid. Mixeroid is a fantastic piece of legacy support for this. We contribute it or any other machine we control to special summon any Roid monster from our deck that isn't Wind, which is everything else except more copies of Mixeroid. And we can also banish it from the graveyard as well as a bunch of machines and summon out any of our Roid monsters which have the same level as the number of cards banished. So if we get rid of 6 cards, we can summon Ambulance Rescue Roid or Necroid Shaman. If we get rid of 8 cards, we can summon out Jumbo Drill. If we get rid of 9 cards, we can summon Stealth Union. So really, really powerful card. It really makes the deck come together. So Vehicle Connection Zone, again, get out one of our boys. Soul Exchange, really, really good because we can summon Jinzo off this, but also we can still tribute Alex's monsters to summon out UFO Roid because it is still level 6. So we can just choose to treat this as level 6 if we want. Book of Moon is our limit 3 card. It's just a really powerful card. Has really good synergy with Drillroid and just generically fantastic card, why not? And then Shrink, again, we're still kind of a beatdown centric deck, so we do want to make sure we're winning combat a lot, and that's how we're planning to do it. The extra deck, Stealth Union's probably not going to come up, but it's a really cool card. Jumbo Drillroid basically is piercing. Ambulance Rescue Roid lets us special summon a monster in defense when it was destroyed, which is neat. Necroid Shaman's almost never going to come up, so it's not even point talking about it. So for the side deck, we have Steamroid, again, just for consistency, and Drillroid if we want to go full beatdown. Soul Exchange in case Alex has these, like, impossible for us to beat monsters. We just need something that can just blanket get rid of it, and being able to tribute over something gets through even something like Destruction Prevention. We have Lost Wind in case Alex is special summoning a lot, and then 2 copies of Widespread Ruin in case we feel like, again, Alex's deck is so insurmountable that we just need a way to deal with it. So this is a deck, we're feeling pretty confident in this. I do think the Roids Are Alright is a decent skill. I don't think this is a top tier deck or anything, but I think it's okay. Let's fire on in and see what Alex has got for us. So, new set, the Midterm Paradox box. Interesting one, very interesting. A lot of the... So this is basically based around a series... It's like a mini arc, I guess, in the GX anime, where Jaden and Cyrus are caught sneaking around where they shouldn't be, and thus they have to play a tag duel against the Paradox brothers from, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1, and if they lose, they get expelled. So the gist is that obviously there's going to be a lot of Roid stuff, there's going to be Elemental Hero stuff, I believe there's a skill which is a combination of Roids and Elemental Heroes, and there's obviously a ton of Gate Guardian stuff because that's what the Paradox brothers use. And then the other skills in here are just kind of scattered about, like I think it's a Bastion skill, right? It's like, he was there, wasn't really part of the arc, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But that means we have, I guess, a high likelihood here to see Heroes, Roids, and Gate Guardian. So, be interesting to see what we actually play here, because I don't know about you, but looking at those like Gate Guardian skills especially, I don't really think any of them are super good. I think that they make it some kind of playable.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Gate Guardian's a weird one.
I'd really like it to be good, and we just got retrains for the Gate Guardian cards in actual TCG, so you know, maybe that'll be good. I don't know. Yeah, shall we fire on it and just see what each other's on?
Yeah, let's go.
Right. You want to go first, right?
Speed Duel.
Yeah, you should go first.
I believe it.
No, don't make me go first. Okay. Both on Cyrus skills. Okay. So mine is they flip over at the start of the duel. So this is mine. The Roids are alright. This is via Roid Connection Zone can be used to fusion summon any Roid monster from your extra deck. All Roid monsters whose original level are 6 or lower that can be normal summoned without tributing. So, you know, I can summon out the 2 level 6s, I think, without tributing. If a non-fusion Roid monster you control whose original level is 6 or lower attacks an opponent's monster, it gains attack its own level times 100 during the damage step only. You control a non-machine monster, flip this card over. So it does a lot of things. I think... I have a couple of options here. I'm not sure what's going to be the best one. I think I'm going to go for this. I'm going to normal summon in the main phase. Mixeroid. So, I contribute 1 machine monster, which includes itself. Special summon 1 non-wind Roid monster from my deck. And then its graveyard effect, I can pay half my life points, banish a bunch of Roids, and then summon from my extra deck a monster that's the same level as the number banished. So, I'm going to use this effect immediately. Send it to the graveyard. And then special summon a non-wind Roid monster from my deck. So, I'm going to special summon UFO Roid in defense mode. It was a light monster.
Okay.
Then, I'm going to set a back row and pass the turn.
The main phase. I will Nobleman of Extermination your back row.
Yes, that's fine. So, you have banished Shrink.
I will. I'll set my own back row.
Okay.
Summon my own Mixeroid.
Copycat.
Tribute it off.
Yep.
To special summon Steamroid.
Okay.
And then I will activate my skill.
Oh, this
Power
is Power Bond. Okay. Discard 1 card.
Grave.
So what are you discarding?
Nothing, because I can't do it.
I see. Let me guess what's in your hand then. Is it possibly a Submarine Roid and a Drill Roid?
No. We'll attack.
Okay, so my boy will go to the graveyard. His effect will then activate, letting me summon a machine-type monster with 1500 or less attack. So, who am I taking? I don't have many options. I think I'm just going to special summon out Mixeroid again.
Okay. God, they balanced Power Bonds by making you discard.
They've made that with all of the fusion cards now, because I think they learned their lesson from Fusion Party. Right, we'll draw turn.
No, it's absolutely like the way to balance it. I just need to read the cards.
How do we want to approach this? Because I have a couple of options before me. things get a little bit tricky here. So I really want to kill your guy, which I can do. Let's not beat around the bush with that. But do I want to use this to do it? I think I don't have to. Alright, we're going to activate the effect of Mixeroid. Send it to the graveyard to special summon from my deck the mighty, the powerful. We're going to do you. Now we're going to do this one. Alright, we'll do this one. We'll summon out Steamroid.
Okay.
Then I'm going to tribute my Steamroid to normal summon Jinzo. We're going to go to battle phase, and Jinzo's going to attack. Trigger your Steamroid's effect, and it'll lose 500 attack.
I'm going to 13.
1100 damage. Unless you shrink me, and then you'll only lose 100. Then we'll pass the turn.
How do I deal with Jinzo?
Change into defense mode. Easy.
Yeah, I think I just have to set.
Alright, draw for turn. Standby main. What do we want to do with this? Suppose I will normal summon UFO Roid. Thanks to the effect of my skill, he can be summoned without a tribute. Then, I'm just going to go straight to battle. I think we're going to attack Jinzo. Then, we will attack directly for 12. And pass the turn.
That's not bad. Yeah, we'll special summon Cyber Dragon.
Ooh, that is a good Cyrus card.
Yep.
Just like Jinzo.
Go to battle and...
Okay, so that's 900 damage. And then I get to special summon from my deck a 1500 attack or less monster. So, there he is. The mighty Mixeroid. Alright, draw for turn. Standby main. I guess I will activate Mixeroid's effect. We'll send it to the graveyard. Then I can grab out... Let's grab... Then... I can... Just to show this off, because this might not come up, you never know. I can use my Mixeroid's effect, which is I can pay half my life points, banish any number of machine monsters from my graveyard, including this card, special summon from your extra deck one Roid fusion monster of the same level as the numbers banished, ignoring its summoning condition. So, we'll banish, 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 and banish. To summon out a level 6 Roid monster. So behold, the mighty Ambulance Rescue Roid. Then we will go to battle. We will see if our Rescue Roid can get in.
Yeah.
And then we'll just get in for the game. Wow. Well, this is maybe the only time you would ever see anyone summon Ambulance Rescue Roid in a game. Because this card is a bit yikes. Because especially since you can use Mixeroid, obviously if you get a few more cards, you can summon out the actual better fusions. So, you know, we'll see if anything that happens in game 2.
Go second.
I'm not gonna lie, I was half expecting when you took the Power Bond skill, because I believe it's not Roid specific, right? So you could have just used that with like Cyber Dragons, which I guess you have Cyber Dragon in your deck, but I guess I was expecting deep Cyber Dragon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there's only the one Cyber Dragon fusion and speed, right? Cyber End.
I mean, yeah, but Cyber End's a really cool card, especially, you know, what, an 8,000 attack Cyber End, attack directly GG, or attack into a monster,
yeah, true.
Regardless of position. But again, like you say, because you have to discard and have 3 fusion material, that's a 4-card combo to get that off. So it's not easy. I will set a monster, and I will set a back row. And then I got to flip my skill over as well. There you go. And then it's your turn.
Start turn. I will special summon.
No, don't do that.
Depends what that background is.
It's the worst one. It's the one that you fear the most. Whatever interrupts you the worst, that's that one.
Probably. We'll go for it anyway. Mixeroid.
Okay.
Send to grave.
Mixeroid is such a cool card. It's obviously, you know, legacy support for Roids, but it's so cool.
Submarine.
You want them in defense?
Yeah, because I'm going to activate Power Bond.
Okay.
Discard. Use these guys as material. Make.
Oh, okay.
Dig for a jumbo drill.
Gains attack with its original attack. At the end of the turn, you burn yourself if it's still there, I believe. I believe Power Bond doesn't burn you if the monster is, face down or in the graveyard or in your hand or banished or whatever.
He gets the...
Yep, he has 3,000 boost.
3k. We'll go battle.
Yep.
Attack.
Face down.
God damn it.
But at least you don't take the damage.
True.
And I still have to out a 3,000 attack, 2,000 defense monster.
Attack.
You've killed UFO-Roid. Using UFO-Roid's effect, I will summon the mighty... Am I summoning this? Yeah, let's go Mixeroid.
Oh, and end.
Alright, draw for turn. Ooh, stand by main. That's a draw. Gosh, I don't think I need that. Fine. If I do this, no matter what, I can't kill both of your guys, no matter what I do. So I will use Mixeroid effect, send it to grave, and special summon from the deck, the mighty Submarine Roy. And we're going to tribute it for the Jinzo. We'll go battle, and we will just attack into your 2,000 defense, big drill boy, and then pass on that.
Okay. And put Cyber Dragon in defense, and then...
Alright, draw for turn. Stand by main. But how will you fare against the might of Drillroid?
Yeah.
Go to battle. We will attack with Drillroid. We'll destroy you with his effect. Not that it's relevant. Oh, it is kind of relevant. That means we can get an extra 800 damage in. So get in there, Jinzo. And then we'll pass on that.
Alright, special summon Cyber.
We'll be back.
Normal summon Mixer.
Okay.
To grave with Mixer. Steamroid. That's the only choice here.
Yeah, Lassie's 100 shy.
Yeah, that's the problem. I've got nothing that can get over Jinzo.
Have you got traps that kill him? Or is it just like 24 is just too big?
I think 24 might... Unless I can get another fusion out, I think 24 is just too big.
I mean, I suppose that's the benefit of the Roids are alright, because when my Steam Roid attacks, it would also gain an extra 400 from my skill, so it attacks at 27.
Well, we'll go battle, and we'll attack as much damage as we can.
Build 700.
And end.
Draw for turn. Stand by me. What are we looking at here? I don't think I can actually end the game. Can I end the game? How much? If I attack you right now, you'll go down to 13, so you lose 11. I have thrown my Submarine Roid into the graveyard, which would have been my win condition. I only have the one. So, with that in mind... Oh wait, I could attack... Oh no, yeah, I can do this, I think. Unless I run out of cards. We'll use Mixeroid. As long as I still have... Steamroid. We go battle. We attack into Steamroid with Jinzo, so you go down to 13, so that's 11. And then my Steamroid, when attacking, gains the 500 and then an extra 400 from the Roids will right, so I attack for 27, so use 600.
Oh, yeah. Non-fusion range.
Yeah, the Roids are alright is an okay skill. I think the only reason, because it's basically like 3 different effects, right? But the only reason it gets all of that is because the Roid cards themselves are a bit meh. It's like, Steamroid attacking as a 27 is nice, right? And it gets over a lot of stuff. But like, if you just slam down a 2800, it's like, well now, now again I have to like do a fusion or use a spell or trap to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool to see.
My only hope though was to not... Oh, if I hadn't have lost the game there, I think but I've definitely been able to get out this guy next to Roid.
Oh, you did that close to getting it out with all the cards in your group. Yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah.
I just needed one more.
Well, you were so close to winning on so many times, right? When you summoned out Jumbo Drillroid, if I didn't have an answer right there and then, if my back row is a bluff, you just win. Then you had 2 Cyber Dragons at one point, but no card to discard. But if you had had a card to discard... Oh, sorry, that's Cyber Twin isn't in this game, is it? Because Cyber Twin's too good.
No.
So yeah, a bit far away with that. But yeah, getting out Stealth Union is an awkward one. So I did have in hand the Soul Exchange, but I only have, I think, 1 card left in my deck I could draw to actually tribute off, so I'd have to get lucky with that. We had a Book of Moon, which your guy has 3k defense, so again, I have to get lucky and draw into Mixeroid or Drillroid to actually get rid of it. Because, you know, 3,000 apparently is big, you know, who'd have thought?
Yep.
But yeah, we were also on the Veocroid connection zone. Obviously, we wanted to try out to get out the fusions in the more legit way, and we also have the skill, which means we can summon out the non-Veocroid cards, and we can just summon out any Roid card. Because the only Veocroids are, I believe, Stealth Union and Jumbo Drill, which means with it I can summon out Rescue Roid and the funniest Roid monster, Elemental Hero Necroid Shaman. So this guy is technically, and we use the word technically very specifically, a Roid card, because he has Roid in his name. Which means you can legally summon this using the Roids Are Alright and Veocroid Connection Zone. Again, I don't know why you would summon him, he's not very good. And he also turns off the Roids Are Alright when he comes out, because he is not a machine monster. But you can do it, and that's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a really stupid game.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, it was cool to see 2 Cyrus skills, right? We got to see the Power Bond, and we got to see the Roids Are Alright. Power Bond is a funky card, because in the GX show, it was a Zane card, and he gives it to Cyrus, and basically tells Cyrus, like, he doesn't know how to use the card, right? So Cyrus will just use it, and then he's like, oh, I'm just going to burn myself to death and die. And it's this whole, like, brotherly act of, when you learn how to use it, then you should actually play it. So don't just, like, slap it down or play it, like, when you're just going to win the game, basically. But seeing it as a Cyrus-specific card is a bit weird, because, again, it felt always like more of a Zane card, but I guess it is still a Cyrus card. But and the Roids Are Alright, again, really fantastic skill, because there's lots of different ways I could have gone with this deck as well. I could have just gone for all of the level 6 Roids, because there's, is it Rescue Roid, I think it's level 6, which is an 1800 attacker that lets you, when your Roids would get destroyed, put them back in your hand. Like, that's another kind of beatdown variant I could have gone with. So I do quite like this skill. I think there's a lot of things you can do with it. I don't know if there's any other machine fusions in Speed that you could go into with Power Bond. Like, you know, we mentioned Cyber End Dragon, but I'm struggling to think if there are just machine fusions, period. Like, maybe like Labyrinth Tank is in there, I don't know.
Gyroid.
Yeah, I think it might just be the new stuff. That's a bit of a funky one. Oh, but yeah, GG, buddy.
GG.